sliders. Excuse me, fellas. I'm still kind of sleepy. Yeah, we gotta play the Broncos. Alright, this should be interesting. Broncos are 1-2. It's a miracle. That should be a good game then if they're 1-2.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Some adverse conditions greeting both teams as they take the field in what will be a very wet stadium. Rain is falling, and it's going to be interesting to see just how heavily it factors into this game. It's the Broncos going up against the Buccaneers. So now let's head on over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa to welcome in our announcing crew of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's something that Floridians are all too familiar with as the rain continues to fall here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here are the defending Super Bowl champion Broncos on offense now. They're led out by their quarterback out of Northwestern University. It's Trevor Siemian.
This young man is near and dear to my heart. I saw him play in high school. Olympia High School in Orlando, Florida, where he was a prolific passer, real smooth in delivering the football.
Don't mind my voice, I'm still waking up, bro.
Before he got his chance to be a full-time
I woke
starter,
up earlier
showed
than
his
expected.
potential, drafted late in the process by Denver, and now he's got a chance to be a starter in the NFL.
In the backfield is Anderson. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Still first down.
I know, man. It's because we were talking too much in Jimmy's stream last night, man. Even though that was funny as heck, yo. I need some bleach. Oh, jeez. That was crazy last night, man.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target.
Yeah, no bleach.
The offensive lineup.
Yeah, that was some craziness. I've never seen a troll's name named Bleach either.
As a wide
Who the
receiver
heck?
in the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
That was just craziness yesterday.
2nd and 5.
I'm using gym sliders, so I'm trying to see. I'm gonna see how this feels.
Now Siemian. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Spotlight Thomas at all times.
Simeon. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I wish he would have carried that ball out like that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket.
There.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Altair. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
In 2015, we saw the Doug Martin that we saw as a rookie, didn't we?
Absolutely. A 1,400 yards, second only to Adrian Peterson last year.
And he really helped a young quarterback.
Bro, I tried to get a concussion off the bat. He wanted to scramble right into
on 2nd down, Martin. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A group of Broncos there combined to bring him down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers.
I don't ever want to send Doug Martin on a route.
And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Winston.
I had someone open, but
he'll just chuck this one up
I didn't have enough time.
It's incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Oh, this sucks. I'm kicking against the wind. Oh, this is going to suck punting the ball.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
I wouldn't doubt it. I would be
over
too
here.
if I didn't wake up early and my freaking friend messaged me like 9 o'clock in the morning.
A little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Green 39.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Screen play. Anderson.
Damn, someone got clocked on that.
Jeez,
someone got clocked on that block.
And it's a 1st down for the Broncos.
They ran that one
okay,
well.
This ain't
and
gonna
not
be
only
as
did
easy
they pick
as
up
I
a nice
thought.
chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Again. Oh wait, everything's covered. I see you there.
And his throw here's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula.
Jeez, man,
and I
y'all
don't think
couldn't
it'll
get
change for as long as
they
we
only
play
sent 2
football.
people on
If
routes.
someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
Yeah,
And the hit turned loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field,
Yeah, I feel like I'm playing against Peyton Manning almost right now. With all these damn
probably going to be
throws.
contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He goes underneath
Oh,
for Anderson.
wow. Fail. User fail.
And he gets the first down yardage before
Sure,
he's
let the
brought
computer
down
take
just
care of that.
outside the 10 at the 11.
We can talk all we want about
My
football being a
defense is
game of
tired.
strength and
Boy,
brawn.
look at
It's
that.
also a game of mismatches, and they're trying
I'm
to
literally
create
about to
one
call
there,
timeout.
getting
My
it to their
defense is
back
getting
out of
so
the
tired.
backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now
Oh, he dropped
Emmanuel
Emmanuel
Sanders, the
Sanders.
intended receiver.
You were
And that'll
wrong.
bring up 2nd down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because the drill that they use all the time is called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
They'll lose
Run
a
defense
yard,
is
and it
good
brings
so
up
far.
3rd.
This
And that was a
D-line.
good job by the defense swarming to the football. And
Yep.
you know it's no cinch.
You already
that you're
know,
gonna be able
Nev.
to get the ball
I
into the
don't-
end zone
I
against
don't-
them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive
I'm gonna
coordinator
just
to
sliders
do?
without making
Check
it
your
even.
play list.
I'm using
7th
Jim,
play of this
so
drive coming up,
trust
but
me,
a
I checked it
long
all
way to
before
go
the
on
game.
3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, wow. How did he
And
miss
probably
that,
the
yo?
wise decision
Did he
there,
get
no
shoved? Hold on. How did he miss that sack? Oh, he got... Eh? He got pushed out. Okay. I thought he just ran
But he
right
just
by.
throws it away, and that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and the Broncos the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Alright, let's... Come on, Doug Martin. Gotta get going. Gotta get going against this defense.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground.
There you
So
go.
he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Oh, yeah.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
I don't think that'll work.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And a good swarm to the
I didn't
football
know that
defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Man, I might have to just play out of the spread against this. I can't get nothing going right now.
2nd down, 8.
This damn Denver defense.
Let's go now.
2nd down, Winston.
Woo, I barely got that off.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Really
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Jameis now on first down.
Keep blitzing.
And a catch right side by Evans. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy
I've never
to
seen
turn
the
it
CPU
loose.
blitz so
And boy,
much.
he rifled one in there on
Right, Denver
Not
defense
much run after
unplugged.
catch,
I've never
but it
seen
worked
Denver
really
blitz
well.
so much though. They're not even man blitzing, they're zone blitzing.
Back to the ground. Martin stiff-armed
Good
it.
dog.
And the
Doug's
stop
better
will
than Zeke.
come at the
Sorry.
38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I called still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle
Mike,
hamster
break
in
that.
the booth. And he's brought down after a good gain. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Bucs a first down.
Yeah, seriously, I ain't never seen Denver blitz so much.
I don't think he's the only guy who gets
I
excited.
even
I'll guarantee
took
the guy
the
throwing the ball does.
the
because
like
guess
game
what?
plan
He's
and
got
all
a lot
that.
of
And
options about where to
geez,
place
like,
it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
blitzing crazy.
Jameis to throw
More
it.
screens.
They set up the screen to Martin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
That was a good
So
quarter.
just a lone field goal in this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in
Look at
possession of
that.
the
They brought
football
a
as
0
we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 4 to
Boy,
start
I should
things
be
out.
running a spread against these dudes if they're gonna blitz that much. I have to. It's the only thing that makes sense right now. Oh, you know.
Now Jameis on second.
Ah,
down.
they
And
double
incomplete
teamed Evans. I
there.
knew
A
they
nice
would.
hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
I had to try it though.
After all the preparation, all the practice,
they
a
will
play
do
like
that.
that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Jameis again. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught
Catch,
for a
Martin. Who's that on?
touchdown.
Please tell me that's not
Now
holding.
hold everything here. Flag in the backfield.
Oh, that's
This
holding.
one might be coming back.
Yep, it's gotta be. Why?
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him through the flag. And the dreaded
Oh,
3rd
we
and
have done
long
nothing
here for
crazy
the
here.
offense. Third and
Yeah,
long
Vincent
for
Jackson
Winston.
one-on-one though.
And
I'll
this
take
is
that.
caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Vincent Jackson, his first
When are people
touchdown
gonna learn
of the
not never to
year.
leave Vincent
And the
Jackson
Bucs
like
are gonna
it's a low
retake the
one-on-one?
lead.
Even the CPU
This
should
has to
know
be
that.
great for the psyche of this
Come on, man,
offense.
y'all
Presented with
disrespect
bad field position, they
Like
didn't
the
let it
Bucs ain't
stop
got no
there. They
receivers.
rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
I could lose penalties.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I was surprised Doug Martin caught a pass
And they will
anyways.
not get a chance to return this one as
He
it's
always
through the end
drops
zone for
like
a touchback.
everything.
All
Like, I
right,
mean,
shift to the
everything.
defense of the
Wide open.
Buccaneers now. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? He
They were
was
too
looking
late,
for
Trevor.
Jordan Norwood that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Way too late.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Set, B19.
Simeon. Left side here to Sanders.
Yeah, they're throwing the ball
And
a
he'll get
lot.
to the 29-yard line, brought down
They
there.
got confidence in
It's
the
a
run
gain of
game.
9
I don't blame
yards. And just like that, it's third down.
All right, let's try
But
this.
that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh,
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls
boy, he's lucky he
incomplete
didn't catch
over the
that.
middle
Alonso
third
would
of the
have
field,
knocked his head
and that
out.
brings up fourth.
That man would have been
Riley
injured if
Dixon
he would have
now,
caught that ball.
as he's on to punt for the
He got
first time this
intimidated.
afternoon.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the
No, he
ball
got
without
intimidated
securing
on
the
that.
catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch
Damn,
first
look at that
and
punt.
then taking
Holy
off.
shit. I don't even want to touch it.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
Damn, that was horrible.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I don't blame
I
them.
would think that they would, because if
Stopping
they
their
were
run game
confident
anyways.
enough to do it on the last drive,
gonna have to
already
throw.
backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Another person on receivers. Okay.
They come up in an offset eye. The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers.
Oh, Jaquise is gone.
And now off to the races
He
down the
gone.
right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jaquiz Rogers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they?
I was so
Whoosh,
convinced to
and off he
turn the
goes.
run blocking down just a little bit.
And this will be a touchback.
I don't know if it's just
Last
me,
year
but
when
it
they come out
feels
to the
a little
20.
too
This year they'll
easy
move
to
it out
run.
to the 25-yard line. The
Especially
Broncos
if I'm playing
offense now
against
gets
Denver's
ready to head
line.
back
Their
onto
line
the
is
field.
legit.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more
Could just
drives
be
like
me.
the
I
last
don't know.
drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field.
Oh, man.
Poor punter. Yeah,
Killing him on the
wasn't his fault.
ground.
But hey, listen,
Dude.
there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. Second and 13.
Told you, man. 10-1.
Here we go. Green, 39.
It's not possible. I think I'm 1-2.
Again,
So I can't go
Anderson.
10-1.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven
Look at that. They can't
backwards.
even run the ball.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough
Oh.
3rd and 12.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play.
Good hit, Levante. Let's
Virgil
go.
Green is tight end, the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Oh, it's a wobbler here.
These horrible punts.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
ball.
When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't
I ain't
matter
gonna
what the
take
defense
14-3
throws
for
at
granted,
them.
though. I've
They
seen
feel like they're in a groove
pretty
right
teams
now,
come back
and they
on
wanna
you
get out there and show
last
it.
night. So
Yeah, hoping
I
to
might
stay
not
in that
take it.
groove here this go-around. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Damn.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
I think this is cover 2.
In motion right is Evans.
That's man coverage.
Time running out here on the
look
play
like man
clock. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And he fires one incomplete.
High passed it for no reason.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. One receiver to the left is Evans. On third down, Winston surveying the field. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, good play.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds
yeah, there's a
on.
lot
Instead,
of wind.
Down.
Like, I mean,
and when
a
all
lot.
else fails as a defender, when you're not there in
They
the
want me to
coverage,
kick a 63-yard field goal in this wind and rain. Y'all are tripping.
Shot taken by the offense.
What
Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Brian Anger now,
for real.
as he'll kick it away for the second time.
I'm gonna kick a 63-yarder, yeah. Oh damn! I didn't even put that much power into it. Maybe that's
much
why.
too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down.
Good throw, Trevor. Oh, horrible throw.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
Throw, Trevor.
Put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to
He
take
made
the
the
ball
right
away from
read.
the other team.
Bad throw.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now it's 2nd and 7. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Second down, Winston. Evans has it left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes
Hey,
things
you're right
a little
about
bit
that. I was wondering how they were
because
3-0. I think to start the season this year.
Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead
I mean,
area,
he did
so you
play
may curl
decent,
a
like a few games, but his
And
defense,
usually a
that
tight
was
window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Winston with a give to Martin. And able to push
Evans'
his way
defense in this
forward here
game
for a
ain't
good
nothing,
little
though.
gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still.
Could just be me
the
figuring
first
out
down
what they're
run.
running.
That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the
If
drive.
Mike Evans ever gets hurt, bro, my season's over.
One man on the backfield. That's Martin. Winston. Flush to his
Got nowhere
right.
to go.
And Evans
go.
calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the
That's what happens when you get
a
good QB. You don't go crazy. You can actually find players
But
open.
also, a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds,
hilarious,
and they take
though.
that and carry it over to the football field.
They don't double team. They're not double teaming
And
Evans
this
at
will be
all.
a
They only
touchback
double
as
teamed
that
him once.
sails over the end line.
Maybe they'll adjust second
And
half.
coming out now, the Broncos. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go
Spotlighting
ahead and throw the
Thomas
ball again now on this
time.
drive after what
I'm
happened
doing
on
my
the last
job.
one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's go. 3-9.
They start the drive with Anderson.
So look at that. They can't even run the
And he'll wind
ball.
up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Simeon. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Oh, wow.
A dump off to Anderson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 21 yards on the punt.
This is going to be like 50 to 3.
The Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
I want to make
and
it
they
2
will
easy.
simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from
another one
our
stuck
first
around.
half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 16 Bs. Here's Winston. He's got time.
Throw it away.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I don't know. I'm not kicking a 63-yarder, even if the wind's blowing in my favor. I don't trust Aguayo, yo.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. .46 on his first kick. This one in that
Jeez, I put no power into that.
And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
That wind's blowing.
And Denver getting set to take the
Put no
field.
power into
And they're
that.
coming
Went
off
that
a
far.
3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
I'll live with
And
that.
maybe try and find one
I
of
want
those
him getting
special
pressed.
plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Simmons.
Damn, CPU,
On the
I
right
couldn't even
side,
set my
caught by
defense
Green.
yet. Oh, wow.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves
Goodness,
the
I couldn't even
chains.
set my defense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Got his left. Got his left. We got 3. We got 3. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 58. Right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now Sanders has got it complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Right, let's go.
So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
AK. All right, fam, no problem. Honestly, this might be a blowout anyways.
And they will not get the connection
We'll
there.
see.
It's incomplete. Stevie Johnson was the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Trash right now.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Pick that.
And
Oh, my
incomplete. The
Lord.
contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today.
Man, gotta go to the store.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well,
All
it's
right, bro.
tempting to try and add to your lead, but a
All right, let's
mistake
just run
there,
the ball out, man.
that could change things
I
in
don't
a
wanna
big way. I say
make this
go
lead
ahead,
any
take the
bigger.
knee, get on out for the half.
Ready? Blue ready? 3 down. 51's mine.
They start the drive with Martin. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Yeah, man, let's just... let's just run, man. Kneel it out.
Here we go. Let's go now. Blue ready?
Just run the half out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on
Did I
and
get the
ready
ball?
to go for the third
Yeah.
quarter. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
Man,
We've had
it's-
guys, but be prepared for some change.
Like, is my O-line really better than Denver's? Like,
See how they handle any adjustments that
Better
might be
than
made
Denver's
defensively.
But that's the desired
They're not
outcome
even
coming out
breaking
here in the
down.
second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind
look
their
at that.
opponents
It's so
into
easy to
submission.
They
run.
pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking.
And
Always
again,
talk
I don't
about
have a
slot
lot
receivers.
of
They're
run
usually
plays
known as
to run
quicker than
because
fast.
it's all
In this
cross
case, we've
plays.
got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
One receiver to the left is Evans. They go play action here on first down. Right side caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Yeah, man, it might work. I don't
Jameis on second down. Deep drop. Dancing to his left. Now and this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And he is picking up right where he left off a week ago. I wrote down, so funny here on my notes, what he said last week. And after we talked about the good game, he said, I will do it again. And I wrote those words down, and he's done it again.
And it's not bragging if you're doing it, right? Because that's exactly what he's told you, and he is getting it done. Smooth in the secondary, making catches, making plays. That's the guy that we know.
They'll run forward with Martin, and he's in.
Look at Doug fight. Look at that fight. That's what I like to see.
Doug Martin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bad results.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams
they can't run the ball.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the
crazy,
plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
I know the Bucs D-line is good, but good lord, like you telling me
try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Simeon. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Ew, negative 14
yards. Second down.
I don't know what
you
to
know
say
me as
to
well as
that.
anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, that's Denver season in this game.
Offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Jeez.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
8th play of the drive.
Really, I want this game to end. I might honestly, just stream a game of NBA real quick. After this, just
Simeon.
after I'm done with the screen.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding offense.
With the clown.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here.
Oh,
Where
he's
will they
horrible
spot it?
punts.
They say just outside the 20-yard line. Doug Martin now gearing up to go again here on offense. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, and his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax, you don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about
I
later.
only did that because I knew they were
We know
blitzing.
it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd down, it's Doug Martin. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
He'll try again with the arm here on, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by
Yeah, ball hawk turned off.
and he's going to take
that
this
off
one
from
back
that
to the
close.
37-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here comes the defensive unit now for the Broncos as they get set here. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs? That's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Oh, not over 200 passes.
They'll run it. Here's Martin.
Look at
He cuts it right, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin with his second
still might have to
touchdown
bump it up
of
to
the game
all
and 5th
pro.
on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And he knocks it through. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here comes the defensive unit now for the Buccaneers onto the field. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits,
that's the longest
big
one
plays.
he's had
They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Hey. 4 down.
In the backfield is Anderson. He'll get the football here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I'm trying to run this clock out.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot.
All right, I'm taking Doug Martin out because I don't want no
but aren't
injuries.
necessarily that position.
So, yeah. Doug don't need to be in this game no more.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
On the carry, here's Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Winston. It's caught, Shepard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Another carry now for Rodgers. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's got Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
I'm gonna have to play against Cheese, bro. I'm gonna have to do the all-pro
Second
at least.
touchdown of the game and
Something.
5th on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to
Wow, I
pour it
missed
on.
out.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Here comes the defensive unit for the Buccaneers as they get set here. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. And defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now. 3, got 4 down.
Now Simeon. Finding time. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he'll toss this one
Spacing on that
incomplete.
was
Seeing
horrible.
no options, he throws it
Simeon's
away.
done.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 10 yards still left on second down.
Paxton Lynch.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. The first throw for the backup Lynch. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Green, 39.
On 3rd down, Lynch. Screen play, Anderson. Shedding the tackle.
Oh,
That gives him
I
some
got lucky.
room.
That was a TV.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Down with the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that
I
they're
should have
going to feel
known
a
they were
whole
going
lot
to do
better
an
about
outside
things
kick.
because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But
6
hey, no
points. I
reason
know
not
Denver
to
to
take
6
the points when the
points.
opportunity presents itself.
Here comes the Tampa Bay
scored
offense now
41.
heading
That's
back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And a cut to the sideline. And he's brought down after a good
I'm breaking
game.
tackles with any back,
Good
yo.
pick up there on 20 yards.
Crazy.
Fresh set of downs here.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them.
I don't even want to score no more.
They went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part. Now, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll run. It's Rodgers. They
go
lost
2-minute warning
and
then
it's
get a
third
first
down.
and the other ball because I don't want to score.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Time for a break.
All right,
We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Winston. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I don't know about you, but I feel like there's a little extra juice when you see Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans early. And when they do it often, this team is really energized.
Well, Evans at 6'5", those long arms, that's so tough to defend.
And he surprises you with how fast he is because he looks like he's just loping along, and all of a sudden you're 10 yards behind him, and Jameis Winston finds him.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
All right, game over. Thank goodness. I mean, it was a good
Charles,
game
the
until I
forecast
started
called
running
for
away
rain
with it.
throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive.
Let's look at these stats real quick. See, I didn't even, like, get over 300 yards throwing. Jameis played good, though. This is my rushing, yo. 84, 83, 24. Mike Evans just never gonna ever be guarded. Wow, they're... C.J. Anderson led the team in catches. Wow. Okay. Defense. I mean, where was Von Miller and all them? They didn't just do nothing, you know? They didn't even get a sack, no picks. Chris Conti led my team in tackles for losses. I'm so done. I got no sacks. 3 picks. Alright, babe. I'm gonna go relax now before football starts. So, I appreciate you coming through, Neff. Unplugged. We about to go 10-2, cause that was easy as hell, literally. I don't need to upgrade all them. Oh, I'll probably stream later tonight. Probably stream MLB maybe, cause I know you ain't seen me stream MLB in like ever, so I'll do that tonight. But alright, let me see. Let me advance real quick. Yeah, play the 4-0 Panthers. Alright, I'm not gonna put it on All Pro. I want to see how that plays out when I stream that game. 4-0 Panthers. We'll see. But I'm outie, yo.